Anime has been a pretty big part of my life. I grew up watching it ever since I was a kid. All those 90s and early 2000s anime, Beyblade, Digimon, Metabots. I saw them all. It was just a part of my childhood and now it's a part of my life today. It's just that I've been getting a little less interested in it. I guess it's because I watch so much of the same ones over and over again that for once I'm actually getting a little tired of it. Sometimes I do try to find new ones to enjoy, but it is kind of hard crowding everything into one circle. I think one of my top favorite anime nowadays is Rurouni Kenshin. I actually have some of the manga, and I really do. I constantly enjoy the first few episodes, the first few chapters of the series. Uh, the manga that I have up to is up to the point where Sanosuke meets his old friend Tsukioka again. Now that the new anime is here, I'm gonna try and go a little farther beyond that. Because I heard that the series gets really good after those parts. But something else that I really like about Rurouni Kenshin is that it's an anime with good balance. Good balanced characters, good balanced stories, and good balanced overall aura. I mean, I really like how it balances out seriousness with comedic moments. I absolutely love the 2023 anime. It's a whole lot better than the 90s anime, in my opinion, even though there were a few things about the 90s anime that make it a little bit better than today's, but it's still great. I'm really impressed that it seems that in this new anime, they managed to get the original voice actor for Kenshin, which might I say is a great voice actor for him. Yeah. I also really like how in the new anime they gave him back his signature Oro interjection catchphrase. Yeah. I mean, he's not really Kenshin without that. It is kind of weird that they didn't give him the whole this one thing like he has in a manga. Instead, they kept the that you will, that we must, that I am, that kind of saying instead of having the this one thing. If you watch Rurouni Kenshin and read the manga, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. My taste in anime has a lot of variety, but I really do like the original classics. Naruto, Inuyasha, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece. Even though I tend to stick to episodes that I enjoy and don't tend to go too far into the details of the entire series. One thing I did notice is that my favorite characters tend to die a lot. Like Neji from Naruto, Ace from One Piece, and L from Death Note especially. Now, L is actually currently my number one favorite anime character of all time. And there's a very specific reason why. It is completely obvious to me that that guy has Asperger's. Just like me. It's obvious because he's basically the world's greatest detective. But he's such an awkward guy. Has such strange habits. He has like socially awkward moments. Even though he doesn't speak like he does. But yeah, he's a very awkward person, yet he is incredibly good at investigating crimes. I mean, that just fits. He is obsessed with what he's best at, but he's socially awkward. You know? That's, uh, that's, that's basically obvious Asperger's syndrome right there. And that makes me feel like I can really identify with him. Yeah, because I feel like I obsess over the things that I enjoy, like my digital artwork, my animations, my Paranova universe and stuff. Yeah, still hoping one day all my hard work will be worth it, but I'm doing my best to be patient about it. You know, I have a friend that absolutely hates Naruto. His main reason why is because the ninjas aren't even like ninjas. But when I think about that, you know, if he hates Naruto for that reason mostly, then I can only imagine how much he would hate One Piece. Because the One Piece pirates aren't exactly all that much like pirates either. At least when it comes down to Luffy and his friends. Yeah. It's a little bit. I like to think that when it comes to anime, cartoons, or fiction in general, you can really manipulate things to your own version of whatever it takes. Like, take Raya and the Last Dragon, for example. The dragons in that show, to me, are more like Kirins, which are basically furry, four-legged creatures with these extravagant horns. Either that or they would be Arctic dragons, because according to my Dracopedia books that I would always look through and show off on YouTube, Arctic dragons are the only dragons with fur. Yeah. But then again, they could have many interpretations of dragons, you know? Since dragons are a fictional creature, you can manipulate them to certain extents to make it acceptable, you know? Just as long as it's not completely off the rails, different from from the most basic interpretation of it. Yeah. But yeah, I've really been getting into Rurouni Kenshin lately. Been watching a lot of episodes. I'm really happy about this new anime. The one thing I like the most about it, though, is how similar it is to the manga. I mean, that's the one thing I didn't like about the 90s anime, because it really wasn't all that similar to the manga. But one thing I did like about the 90s anime that I still like to this day is that it had a lot of tasteful filler episodes. Now, I don't care what other people say about filler episodes. I happen to like any kind of episodes where the characters get to shine and you get to enjoy characters in action. Even if it's not relevant to the main story, it's still nice to see some action between the main storyline, between the lines of the main story. That's what I don't mind. A short story here and there about an episode long, just to give the characters some extra action so that the fans can enjoy them in all their lights and stuff. I hope I'm not the only one who thinks that. I hope there are a lot of other people out there who enjoy filler episodes. I mean, I don't mind just as long as the stories are enjoyable and you get to see the characters really shine, you know? That's something I like to do with my characters. I've been working really hard recently because not only am I replacing one of my Paranova stories with another one, but I'm also making totally updated versions of my old character models. Some of the character models are like 5 years old, maybe even older. So yeah, I'm giving them a nice good overhaul. to update them and remaster them to make them look so much better. It's going to take a lot of work, but I'm going to keep at it the best I can, all the while still trying to learn new things in Maya. I recently found a guy who makes a lot of Bifrost tutorials, so hopefully I'll be able to check those out. I also have an audiobook that's going to be ready soon. I'll let you guys know when it's on the market. The actual paper version is now available on Amazon. It's called Universal Words, which is basically a book of random advice, inspiration, and encouragement, and warnings about what is good and what is not based on my own sense of morality. Really depends on what you would think about it. It's just me sharing certain things like I do in my YouTube videos, only in the form of writing. So, yeah, I'll leave a link to the book in the description, and I really appreciate it if any of my subscribers or any fans of these random videos of me just talking would be willing to buy a copy. Maybe read it, give it a positive review or something. Every little bit helps in my journey to make my dreams come true, so yeah. Anyway, guess I'll see you guys later.